Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is TK with StarCraftTournament.com, bringing you yet another game from Shoey's replay pack. The match is between our beloved beloved Zerg Shoey, spawning at the 12 o'clock position, and the red Protoss player tGFrO. I know I'm gonna call him Frog in this game at least once because his name just jumps Frog at me. Anyways, tGFrO, I'm just gonna call him Fro so I don't get mixed up, but Fro is a solid Protoss player. I looked up his rank, or his profile on SC2 ranks, and he is a top 100 Protoss, or top 100 player in the US, and a top 400 player in the world. So very, very Gosu indeed. Playing against our Shoey. Oh, what is this? Early spawning pool going up. Shoey doing a 7 pool. Shoey doing a 7 pool, hiding it as far away to the right as possible so that the scouting probe won't be able to find it. Doing very, very... we'll see how this works out for Shoey. Anyways, his being very meticulous with this overlord, not flying it directly into the base where it can be scouted with a probe if tGFrO does choose to send a probe right here, check right here for any overlords, but going right and then down right here, making a little L shape with this overlord, and being able to see that tGFrO did in fact spawn on the 3 o'clock position, so he knows exactly where Fro is, making Zerglings. Zerglings did pop out. It is 2:30 right now. The first gateway is underway, so this probe does see these Zerglings, making sure that whether or not Shoey does know where his base is, and he is basically certain that he knows exactly where his base, or Shoey knows where his base is, so he is going to wall off again. 2 gateways up, going up right now. He does need to block it off again, as there is a crevice between these 2 gateways, and he does that with a pylon. Shoey gets to Fro's base and checks and sees that it is walled off, but he's going to be able to start wailing away at these gateways as there is nothing out right now. This is completely blocked off, so even the probes can't get out. These Zerglings just fighting away at this gateway, and if that Zergling or Zealot spawns out here, it's going to get destroyed by these 6 Zerglings. So Fro doing wisely, spawning his Zealot out here, but he is probably going to lose at least one of these gateways. There are 3 gateways there are 3 Zerglings on each gateway, doing a very, very good job distributing the damage between the 2 bases, even pulling some of them off so that he can destroy both of them at once. He knows that if he destroys that one, then the Zealot can come in. Shoey being able to take down 2 gateways, that is humongous. Not reinforcing with any more Zerglings, so as he did take an expansion, so doing a very, very good job being able to snipe off 2 gateways, very huge, with only 6 Zerglings. And now he's just constantly going around Fro's base, darting in and out, maybe picking off a probe here and there. Yes, he does pick off a probe, and just being very, very annoying. All the same time, he is macroing up. He decided not to go all in with that build. He did go 7 pool, but let's take a look at the economy. The Harvester, it is 18 to 17, so Shoey did catch up in terms of Harvesters, doing a very, very good job, being very, putting a lot of early game pressure, even being able to snipe off another probe, as that probe was so pissed that his friend died that he turned around and smacked that Zergling in the face, and doing such a good job with that early aggression. I am impressed. There is a cyber core and a gateway up and running for our gateway is up and running. Cyber core is still warping in. Zealot just standing watch right here, making sure that no other Zerglings can come in, and yeah, Shoey just taking that expansion, doing such a good job micromanaging those Zerglings and being able to macro at the same time. Queen is slowly but surely getting here. That trek between the end of that creep to the beginning of that new creep is just such an arduous task for that Queen. It goes like literally half a mile per hour. I don't know exactly how fast half a mile per hour is on this game, but I'm Shoey transferring a lot of drones over, making sure that he does have something to defend if in case tGFrO decides to come in with a couple of zealots so that he can defend. Take a look over here. It isn't saturated, fully saturated. So Shoey doing a good job distributing the two drones. Sometimes I don't like it that they transfer so many drones over, but this is because they do lose some mining time in between going from this base to that base. But I think this is a purely defensive maneuver by Shoey. As we take a look at the Protoss base, there are a couple gateways coming up. There's 4 gateways. The warp gate research is almost up and running. So a Protoss player gonna be putting a little bit of 4 gate pressure onto the Zerg player. He thinks that those early Zerglings might have set him back economically a bit. Let me just pull up the production tab. Warp gate research almost about done. There's 4 warp gates going up. I'm sorry, I just drank a lot of coffee, so I don't know why, but I'm burping like crazy. This Zergling, keep an eye, I watch fly right here to see exactly when that army is going to push out. This Overlord being able to spot when the tGFrO is going to expand. Now, that is actually quite a sizable army that Shoey is going to have to defend, and Shoey, seeing that army, just decides to plot down more spine crawlers. That is 4 spine crawlers, even getting another queen down here to start poking away at those units, as that is a pretty scary army. That is 3 stalkers, 4 zealots, and 3 sentries. A huge army this early in the game, especially for a fast expanding Zerg. These spine crawlers need to pop up right now, or else Shoey might be in a lot of trouble. The Zerglings engaging, even the spine crawler does get in on the action, putting down some force fields right here, but not being that effective. The Zerglings do come in, the Zealots do take a lot of damage and kill Zerglings relatively easily, but the spine crawler is up and running, so Shoey is able to hold off that attack. Let's see if more units, yes, more units are being warped in for Zealots to take a little bit of damage, so that the sentries and the stalkers can hit these spine crawlers from the back. But more Zerglings are out on the field for Shoey, being able to defend that first wave quite effectively. Let's see what the second, spine crawlers did uproot and are gonna reroute again. I don't know if that was such a wise move, as they take forever to reroute. The spine crawlers are so vulnerable right now, as his army, or tGFrO's army, not deciding to engage at that point. He could have ran over that defense. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that could have been really, really bad for Shoey. Now Shoey getting an Overseer, being able to poke in and see that the 4 warp gates are up and running, and that's about the extent of tGFrO's technology. As tGFrO is gonna go in again, putting up 2 force fields, being able to trap a couple Zerglings and being able to kill them. So very, very good force field placement right here, as he is expanding himself, getting out a couple sentries just in case Zerglings do run by. He can force field right here, or if it's too late, he can warp force field right here to prevent the Zerglings from running up. The Forge now up and running technology wise for the Zerg player. We do have a Roach Warren with the Gale construction, Gale, which is Glaio. I actually never pronounce his name. But anyways, this is basically the roach speed, making roaches a lot faster, because without this upgrade, they are pretty damn slow. Getting an Evo chamber, getting some upgrades. He did get a level